It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
3 buck.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50. I got you. Mike 50. Let's go, D.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Chandler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
That's the way. Begin.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Faking the give, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangler and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Squeeze.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Check back. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. What we got?
Bam.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 10 logo.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Speed grip.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score, Redskins 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me.
Back to throw, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. A gain of 6 there on first.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Bring it. Check the backer, check the backer.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. We ain't giving.
2nd and 2. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight.
2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
Hey, 50, go.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
You mine. Check. Lucky.
5.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready. Hey.
It's our time.
Hey. High 7.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. You ain't got nothing.
Hard.
Out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Mike 50. Blue Dan. Mike 50. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Buzz. Shoot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Check, butt set.
Hey, zoom.
Mike's 50. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 36, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Redskins 35, Jets 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Get it.
On second down, McFarland, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo.
50, huh? Heavy, heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hit it.
On first down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Leo.
Slam.
Ready, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They go play action here on first down. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jim. 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back. Open downfield. And all the way in. and touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Zuerlein good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw now on first down. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, Love. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Exit.
It's going to be a long day. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Yes.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Silver.
Smooth. Deep grip.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11. Hey, come on, get hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go. 120.
Right there. 56.
11.
I'm about to take you to school. Show me
hot.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Garoppolo. On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, alert, get hot.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
First down, New York.
On 1st down, Chandler. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here we go.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.